It's very, very important to be mindful of how it feels for parents to have their baby in the neonatal unit and then having to leave and go home. I think that as nurses we must always remember that this is their baby, this is your baby, not our baby, but to give parents that reassurance that it's actually fine to be there 24 hours a day if they want to be at the end of the phone and phone up any time at all, during the night, whenever, because often I'm sure that parents are at home having sleepless nights or mums are up expressing. It's really important for us to actually offer that, and say it's really, it's absolutely fine. I often will take the phone, because we have phones in the rooms, and take it up to the baby and get the mum to speak or the dad to speak to the baby and say, say goodnight or whatever. And that, I think that must feel really reassuring for a parent, and obviously promotes positive mental health.
I had actually gone into premature labour and the likelihood of delivery was pretty high. The first thing that I did do was went on Google. And as a health professional myself, I know that is pretty much the worst thing you can do, because for every good story that you find on a forum, you also find one that didn't end so well too. You start analysing statistics, just wondering if your child's going to survive. And sometimes you rely so heavily on Google and all the information on the internet that you forget to ask all those questions to the staff that are wanting to help you, that are in there with you. My advice would be to write down any questions you have, and if time allows, to just ask to sit down with somebody from the neonatal unit and voice any concerns or queries that you have. The main question that you probably do have is my child going to survive? And it's not always reassuring, because what you desperately want is someone to say, yes, of course they are, but deep down they wouldn't be doing their job if they did say that. They have to let you know that some babies don't make it, but what they can tell you is what to expect. And if you do have the time, depending on your medical situation, it might be worth having a visit to the unit and looking around so you can get familiar with the environment, with the equipment, and just to have the confidence to know what it's going to be like after you've delivered your baby and you walk on there for the first time.
I do think that we're seeing a change completely over the years that I've worked in neonates. It's so lovely to see parents there most of the time now, and actually see them there at night time and work with them day and night. It's no difference between day and night. Often, maybe the early hours of the morning, parents have to go home and get some sleep, but I think that it's really important to promote the parent as the main caregiver, because that's what you are. We're there to support, and I'll say that to parents, I'm here to help and support you as a nurse. There's things that I'll have to do that you may be not able to do yet, but everything else is yours, and you do it. It's your baby.